How low do you go? This is the sales race to the bottom question. So as I start to work with organizations and they find out that I work with sales teams and I talk about marketing and I know an awful lot about value-based selling and project sales, and it's amazing to me how often the first question I get out of a sales manager or a top salesperson is, can you tell me how low we can go? Really? That's a big expert here, and that's the question you want to ask me? The question you should already know the answer to? So before we start working with sales organizations, the first thing I always say, we need to do the math. Let's do some math here, because your team's going to ask me questions about price, because they want to know how quickly they can get to the bottom and close the deal, right? How far can I drop the price? And that's the wrong conversation on a whole lot of levels. However, the essence of the truth in the question is we do need to understand how low we can go. We need to know what the value is to the organization. This is simple as understanding how to calculate gross profit on a transaction or gross profit on a client. How are we calculating those things? And oddly enough, I'm more likely to find that calculation is incorrect. So the first forensic thing that we do with a company is we go back and look at how they make money and make sure we understand where money is made, how costs are allocated. The allocation of cost of goods sold to me for the finance side of my brain is hugely important. And while the question is about sales, let me give you a finance answer. We've got some great financial minds working for our companies, and we've got all these accountants. And an accountant's number one job is to keep the owner from going to jail. Their job is your CPA's job is to make sure you file your taxes correctly. If we're asking our CPA financial analysis questions about how we run our business, we're not asking the right person. That's why there are financial analysts out there. Now, do small companies have a financial analyst? No, you can't afford that. You don't get to have a CFO in every company. So that's often where I start. And if we can answer the question about how you make money and how organizations earn profit and what the triggers are and what the levers are, now I can give tools back to the sales team and say, here are the levers you're allowed to move. And oh, by the way, if you touch this one over here, it affects your commission. So let's tie all the incentives and the knowledge and the goals, and let's make all of these things work together so that every time we close a transaction, it's gonna be a good thing.